Thank you for tuning into this video. My name is Jaleesa and I'm the Cash Flow Apprentice. I'm also the founder of Equip 3000 LLC, and we work with homeowners, investors, and entrepreneurs alike in creating cash flow solutions for real estate challenges. So whether you have a house you need a licensed professional to help you buy or sell, you're seeking investment profits in investment properties, or you're looking for ways of making real estate work for you, Equip 3000 can equip you with the resources you need to get going. So let's go ahead and jump into today's video. And I also want to welcome you to the 31 Days of Real Estate video series. We have had a ball thus far and we are still rolling. Today we are covering the difference between wholesaling and assignments. So without further ado, let's go. All right, wholesaling. Why are we even covering this subject, right? A lot of people confuse assigning contracts with wholesaling, or they have no clue of what the two are in general. So I want to get clear on what they are and also when it's beneficial to use each strategy. So let's go ahead and start with wholesaling. Wholesaling in its most basic terms is buying low and then selling for a bit higher. Now, as investors, we are looking for discounts. Let that be known. Let that be understood, and let that be law for you, okay? You're looking for an investment that you can get at a discount. Now, this discount that wholesalers were able to get, they then tack on their fee, their finder's fee for this deal, putting the deal together, negotiating it, marketing it, all of these things. And for that fee, they tack on to their end buyer, okay? So for example, if we have a house that is worth $100,000, and as the wholesaler, I'm able to purchase it for $40,000. Oh baby, we have a nice deal on our hands, right? Especially if it only needs a few $1,000s in repairs. This is a great deal, right? And so as a wholesaler, I may say, hey, for this particular deal, I'd charge you $10,000 more, or $50,000 total if you wanted to take this property, right? This may be a sweet buy and hold for an investor who's looking for some cash flow or some residual income coming in. If you can get a property for half the cost, that's instant equity coming through right through the door, okay? So in real estate, these are opportunities that you can take advantage of, and working with a wholesaler who specializes in getting deep discounts on properties could be a great way of finding investment properties that are out there. Now, with wholesaling, you're getting the property under contract, and then you are closing on the property, okay? That means you're bringing money to closing, or you're getting the wire transferred to the closing table, so you can now walk away with the actual property deed. Then you already have someone in mind that would like this property. You already have somebody in mind who has funds lined up to buy this property, okay? As a wholesaler, you're specializing in two areas. You're specializing in finding properties that are at deep discounts with sellers, but you're also specializing in finding individuals who are looking for investment properties. You're specializing in someone who understands what their criteria is and where to find it, okay? So the wholesaler is someone who's coming to the table, finding a deep discounted property, buying it, closing on it, and then they're selling it to their end buyer for an additional cost on top, okay? Let's talk about assignments. Assignments is very similar to wholesaling. However, when you're putting the property under contract, instead of actually closing on the deal where you're bringing money to the table, you're getting money wired to the closing table, you are actually going to assign your rights to that contract to the end buyer, okay? The end buyer is then assigned the rights of this contract, and they're the ones that's going to closing. They're the ones that get the money brought to the closing table so they can then purchase the property outright. I hope that makes sense. So that means for an assignment, you can be able to then collect your fee once you assign it, or you can collect your fee at the closing table. But that's all depending on how you structure it with your end buyer. Now, the two here, I've seen them most prevalent utilizing a wholesale strategy for someone who's making a very nice spread, okay? So say for example, that $100,000 house I got for 15 grand and I'm gonna sell it for 40, okay? Do I necessarily want $25,000 on the HUD statement saying that Jaleesa LLC is going to be earning? No, especially if the property you picked up was as low as $15,000, right? And so this is where wholesaling becomes great for you to be able to do. You can bring the money to closing and then sell it to your end buyer. So you don't have that $25,000 that's hanging out there on the HUD statement. For an assignment, one of the great ways of using this strategy is that it's seamless, right? It's a bunch of paperwork in a sense. And so if you're great at that, assignment can be a great opportunity for you to be able to assign your rights to that contract to your end buyer, and then make sure you're keeping up with the paperwork. I like to get paid before I get to the closing table so I can be quick and done with it without having to waiting for close and all that other jazz. That's just me. But this is wholesaling and assignments in a nutshell. I hope you received some great value from this video. If you haven't already, go ahead and check out my Facebook page. That's Jaleesa Cashflow Apprentice. You can also head over to my YouTube channel and hit the subscribe button so you can continue hanging out with me. If you haven't already, go ahead and check out my website. I have some goodies there waiting for you as well. But I look forward to connecting with you on the next video, and take care.